Hello and welcome to an all-new Geek World Order video. Randy here coming to you with another toy review, and today we are looking into wrestling figures. I've been listening to a lot of the major wrestling figure podcasts lately, and I've decided to scratch that figure itch and get into some wrestling figures. And I got a figure off of eBay recently here, and I'm going to do this toy review a little bit differently. And what I've got here in front of me is the WWE Ruthless Aggression series made by Jakks Pacific. This is the Charlie Haas figure from Series 36 of this toy line. So let's get a little bit of a look here. And move that up, get a little better look at the figure up close. And we've got a little bit of the packaging here. Let's take a look at that. We've got WWE, Charlie Haas, and the package art, which I think was around that time. Oh, but we've got the back of the packaging here showing off some of the other figures in that line. And as you can see, we've got here are his wave mates from the set. We've got Umaga, rest in peace. There's Charlie Haas, Maurice, The Big Show, Mickie James, D.H. Smith, and Kofi Kingston were available in that series. Got the cross-sell of the Adrenaline 2-packs, Jesse and Festus, Miz and John Morrison, and Santino and Maria. So there was the cross-sell at the time. There's the packaging. Put it out there, get a little better look at it all around. And there's one more look at the figure from the front. And let's just go ahead and do this. Let's unbox this boy and let him breathe. Because let's face it, we don't do mocks around here. I don't do no mint on card, mint in the box. I am a loose collector. Alright, so there's the packaging off, the plastic bubble. Let's pull him out of that container, because we don't need that. And plastic actually looks decently okay. It looks a little yellow, but it's really not that bad. I'm going to pop the accessory out. Let's take a look at that real quick. Looks like it's a sheet pan, a cookie sheet. It's got a dent in it, so yeah. So yeah. All right, let's go ahead and pull Charlie out of the box here. All right, move that over a second. That's packaging. You know what we do with packaging? More packaging. Once again, packaging. Loose collector. Bye. Oh. Card. Once again, loose collector. You know what good that does me? None. All right, so we got that. All right, so let's take a closer look at the figure, and let's start with the head sculpt. The camera will focus. There we go. All right, he's got a little bit of a expressive face on there. It's actually not a bad head sculpt. Got the hair. Let's articulation. I'll go side to side. Oh, it will actually do a full 360. Okay, that's good to know. Arms. He's got a joint that will go 360. We'll also do a swivel. Good. There is you can do a 90 degree at the bicep, at the elbow there. Hand articulation, the wrist will do, it'll do a full 360, and you can kind of move the hand in and out. Moving up to the waist area. Looks like the articulation will allow for a full 360. And there is the singlet from the early part of his second run with the company. I know at one point he was released and came back a few years later. And so it's the gear from that era. So leg articulation. Let's take a look at the leg articulation. Alright, so he doesn't go far. We'll go back a little bit, so you can do a kick motion, but no side to side on the leg. It's just a joint, no ball joint. Looks like the knee will bend, does bend, and he's got. You can see the knee joint there, just a simple knee bend. So 90 degrees at most on the bend. But he does have a knee pad. Alright, so it slides on the figure a little bit. I don't know if it can actually be removed. I think it can. It's just hard to tell. Okay, it can. Looks like it's just a little hard to get over the boot, but that's fine. That's part of his ring gear. I'm not going to remove that anyway. But yeah. That plastic, that soft plastic does kind of impede with the leg motion just a little bit there. And he's got some solid black boots. There is some decent, some foot tilt, so you can kind of get a good pull back on the leg there for a decent kick. So posability, he can show off the guns. But no, overall, I think this is a nice figure. The sculpt is very nice. Let's see if we can get a little more detail on here. And these Ruthless Aggression figures do have pretty good sculpts. They've got, the muscles are good on them. A lot of detail in the arms. Take a look at that. He's got his wristbands on. And the camera will focus. There we go. Pose down. Good, decent musculature on the back there. That's actually pretty good. Let's take a look here. If it'll focus, decent on the hair sculpt and the beard. Can't go wrong with a good beard. But yeah, this is actually a good figure. I like the way this figure looks. It's fun. And I always thought Charlie Haas was kind of an underrated wrestler in the early 2000s. This look I actually liked. I used to do a number of e-feds, online message board based wrestling federations where you could go in, create a character, cut some promos. And Charlie Haas was actually the guy I used as my avatar back in the day. Especially with the beard, I kind of thought he was one of the ones that I looked the closest to in real life. So that's cool. That's actually fun. I like that. Oh yeah, he's got the accessory. Let me see what that does. We'll go in the hand. Goes in the hand. All right. Goes kind of okay. And, okay, that hand is actually closed. That's a fist. Hey, look at that. I'm just now realizing that hand is a closed fist. So that's cool. Yeah, you can go. And yeah, you can look at that. You can kind of give a little punching action there. All right, I like that. But so he's got only got the one hand. So that accessory, I mean, you can hold it. You can definitely hold it. But if you just try to, let me see what happens if I actually try to throw this. If I try to, okay, that's kind of what I thought was going to happen. Thought it was just gonna fall out. But yeah, this was kind of my favorite era Charlie Haas, right when he came back to the company, even though they still weren't doing a lot with him with his return. But this was before, I believe this was right before he did the impression gimmick, where he came out dressed as different wrestlers. But overall, you know what? I enjoyed this figure. And I had fun doing the unboxing style review here. But yeah, this has been the Ruthless Aggression Series 36 Charlie Haas figure. And let me know what you think about this figure. Comment below, subscribe to the channel, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, look up Geek World Order on all of your social medias, and catch you next time.